their administration and hand it off to a democratically elected mayor. I'm saying democratically elected because someone who doesn't happen to use billions of dollars to get elected. And instead of it being a countdown to an orderly transition to a new administration that will bring its own values and be elected by the people, it is a rush to put the Bloomberg stamp on everything they've got while they can, regardless of the public will. That's what has to be stopped. This mayor believes in privatizing as many things as he can, whether it's public employment, whether it's housing authority land, whether it's parts of our school system, and obviously the library system as well. And this is why so many people have come out with such energy to fight to save libraries. I want to thank them for standing up for something that's so crucial in New York City life. Now, please, let's applaud. Now, here are the facts. The current plan to renovate the Central Library and to sell off the Mid-Manhattan Library and the Science, Industry, and Business Library is literally half-baked. This is a plan that has not been sufficiently thought through, that the ramifications of which have not been fully explored, the costs of which have not been fully explored, and yet there's a rush to try and move through. Now, the city's library systems, the three systems, are clearly in dire need of support. Let's be clear. No one is debating that fact. They are in dire need of support. They are in dire need of routine capital improvements and deferred maintenance. They've been waiting for that for a long time. So no one is trying to say there's plenty of money in the library system. I think we all appreciate that there are serious physical challenges in our library system. But that is no excuse for rushing to sell off library assets to real estate developers without a proper process. This constant message you get, we have to rush, that's a message that benefits the real estate industry. It doesn't necessarily benefit the people. And that's why the New York Public Library's plans, the more they've been investigated, and there was a very telling city council hearing recently. It's one of the reasons I'm standing here today, because the information that came out of that hearing, I think, raised a whole host of new and powerful questions. This plan, the more it's been looked at, the more questions have come up. You know, when you look at any plan by government, or any plan by any institution, that when you look more deeply and you get more and more queasy, and you have more and more questions, something's wrong. And that's what's happened here. There hasn't been enough thought given to the ramifications of this plan, and there clearly has not been enough thought given to the fact that we can see very serious cost overruns. It is abundantly clear this is a complicated project. If you look at the history of major construction projects in the public sector of New York City, cost overruns are almost a given. In a case this complicated, they can be astronomical. That's why we need an independent and thorough review of the costs involved, a look at all alternatives and all the risks of this proposal. Now. Today, I'm calling on the city to halt all plans to sell the two Manhattan libraries until a thorough and independent assessment is complete.